A unique night at Phil Welch Stadium tonight as the St. Joe Mustangs are taking on the St. Joe Mustangs alumni, and it should be a very interesting game. Chucky Kemp alongside an inning or two, I expect, but we will go on regardless. For the Mustangs, your regular Mustangs wearing white and red tonight. Starting pitcher Jamie Lovelace, and then around the infield, third baseman Evan McDonald, shortstop Matthew Johnson. On the right side, Lucas Powers at second, Josh Cassidy at first, Brady Anderson catching. Left to right in the outfield, Kyle Richards, Ryan Abernathy, and Jeremiah Figueroa. And for this unique alumni team, which is kind of a cool thing that they're doing tonight, and here's a ground ball right off the bat from Houston Slimp, and an air up the middle from Matthew Johnson. And the alumni already have one on base.
Slim showed a little bit of speed getting down to first base, so the alumni, they aren't the old guys right now. Slim's showing some wheels.
And here's the right fielder, St. Joe native Ryan Hook. And Hook has played for the Mustangs, I believe, 2 years, 2009 and 2010. Right from St. Joseph, Missouri, went to Benton High School. And let's see if Ryan Hook still got it in him. From the right side against Lovelace. It's an 0-1 count. Slimp's running. Hook pops it high into right field. Right fielder Figueroa under it and makes the catch. Slimp is not back in time. Double play.
Slim looked a little confused as he didn't know where the ball was going. He looked a little confused.
Can we call him old? I think we decided the oldest that they could possibly be
29 maybe?
Would be about 29 years old, and I would guess most of them are closer to 24, 25. And here is the man from the Mustangs and played for the Mustangs 2 years as well with Ryan Hook in 2009 and 2010, Johnny Coy, also a Benton Cardinal from St. Joseph. The fans, what you'd expect they came to see, and he hit plenty of long balls in his day as a Mustang. Went to Wichita State to play baseball. Was actually drafted in the 7th round of the MLB draft. Right out of high school, I believe. As a senior or a freshman, I'm not 100% on that. Senior season coming out of high school, drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies in the 7th round. Went to play for Wichita State and had a good career at Wichita State. Hit .344 with 9 home runs his junior season. Now coaches first base for the Mustangs.
You ever wonder if the strike zone for Coy, the umpire's going to be a little bit smaller of a strike zone?
We'll see. I would guess. I think the umpire would like to see it too. Coy fouls it down the left side. It's a 2-2 count now. 2 outs here in this, I don't know, unique game. That's all you can call it. It's definitely.
And you know Lovelace has got the first 2 guys out. He's got the hometown guy. He had Hook pop out to right field. Now he's got Coy. If he strikes out Coy here, it's a big inning for Lovelace.
Coy, a high fly ball into left field. Kyle Richards barely has to move a few steps, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 inning for the new era of Mustangs. And we'll see if they can get on the board against Kyle Richards, the pitching coach, usually for them in the bottom of the 1st. Kyle Jackson on the hill for the Mustangs alumni tonight. Jackson will see Standifer, Abernathy, and Anderson. We'll see if they can get something going against their pitching coach. Normally, not their pitching coach. They don't have to deal with him too much, but we'll see if he can. The younger men. They're all young guys. Say Jackson's probably 25, 26, I would guess.
They're older than both of us, the alumni. Especially you. You can't grow facial hair yet, so.
Kyle Jackson, 2011 and 2012, so he is probably about, he could be 24, 25, yeah. Really. Standifer steps in, the DH.
I think we'll see a bench clearing brawl.
I don't think you're going to see it.
Not tonight?
Yeah. We'll see.
Anybody get ejected?
That could happen. I could see the ejection. Standifer's waiting for the sign from head coach Matt Johnson. He just swing away. First pitch from Jackson. Just a bit outside. He's still bringing it.
Yeah, you could hear the catcher's glove pop.
He's bringing it a little bit, and fastball up and in, fouled back for strike one.
I think Jackson's trying to get him off the plate a little bit, but at the same time,
I think you just want to strike them all out. He wants to throw a 27-out, 27 strikeout game. Nobody on. Perfect.
Jackson may have a few pitches in his arsenal, but like you said, I think he's just going to want to throw them by him. So we can see a lot of fastballs tonight.
2-1 count for Kyle Jackson to Standifer. Up high again, and he's struggling with his command a little bit. Problem is, you don't have Kyle Jackson in the dugout to come out and talk to Kyle Jackson right now as he walks Standifer. Kind of gives a smile to his defense there.
So I wonder who will come out and talk to him if
probably Johnny Coy from first base.
Coy comes over and talks to him, tells him to pitch better.
And here's Ryan Abernathy, one of the new Mustangs team of the 2014 season. Jackson. Greg Noble in left field, Houston Slimp in center, Ryan Hook in right. On the infield, Brent Seifert at third, Eric Swain at shortstop, Shane Segovia at second, Johnny Coy at first, Jackson, of course, on the hill, and T.J. Daly catching him tonight. And a 2-0 count to Abernathy.
The umpire's not budging.
No, he's not. I think Jackson's hoping for a break here. 3-0. And that's way up high, almost above Abernathy's head. He's kind of giving some words to Jackson there, all in good fun.
Matt Johnson over here, third base side, giving some words to the alumni dugout as well, smiling. A little trash talking going on. It was like a big reunion for a lot of them. A lot of the words were, "Wow, I haven't seen you in forever," or "Wow, you've aged a little bit." It's been a lot of the expressions I heard as they all walked in. Who it was?
That's not what you want to hear.
Jackson gets his first strike, and this at bat.
There you go.
That's all he needs is
starts
one.
Him off 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Sit one down. Brady Anderson, the catcher, is the batter. An 0-2 count to him. You know Jackson's licking his chops here, hoping he can get the punch out for out number one. First and second. Standifer on second. And the speedster Abernathy at first.
I think Jackson's a little bit worried if he can't live it down if he gives up runs.
And that one's fouled back. Same spot as well, out of play.
You imagine the clubhouse after this if Jackson gave up a couple runs to the young guys?
Not seeing any breaking balls yet.
I don't think he really wants
to. 3 fastball. I don't know if he still got it. I don't know if he knows how to grip it anymore. We'll find out. Let's see if we see one here. An 0-2 count. Jackson from the stretch. showing us because that was a nasty little slider on the outside corner.
That answered your question, didn't it?
From his own pitching coach. That was a heck of a pitch.
That was almost a bow to your sensei moment.
Josh Cassidy, the first baseman, stepping in. Corpers getting the night off.
Gears throwing 154 pitches yesterday. Yes, 154. Not making that number up.
Another breaking ball. That in effect here is Segovia and Swain pinch the middle of the field. Segovia at second, an MU Tiger. Actually just I believe a junior this year. Hitting the 9-hole, played second base all year, and they really like his glove out there. Led the team with doubles. Also had a 28-game on-base streak, or 21-game on-base streak that was longest on the team. Jackson, a 1-1 count now. Fastball grounded up the middle. Segovia grabs it on the base, throw to first, and it can't be dug out at first base by Coy. Segovia's throw a little bit low, but nonetheless, first and third, 2 outs now, and Jackson wishing he could have that one. He probably like to get out of this inning now. Doesn't want to let anything go. Only 16 pitches, though, for him so far, which is it's not too bad.
You know, none of the Mustangs dugout said anything to Coy on that one to give him a hard time. That's probably a smart move not to trash talk your first base coach and your bench coach.
And a guy with that much power in his bat on the offensive side. They're gun by points at and points him back to the dugout, and the Alumni strand a few. See if they can get some runs. Jamie Lovelace back on the hill, and he will see Brock Chafin, Brent Seifert, and Shane Segovia this inning. First pitch fastball catches the outside corner for strike one. Leadoff hitter Slimp got on base on an error last game. Here's a rip at the second baseman Powers, but right to him. He'll make the throw to first for out number one.
One pitch, one out. Lovelace has got to love that.
And here's Brent Seifert. The fan base for these Alumni welcome than the 2014 squad, but I mean,
so can you say the current squad's the bad guys, quote unquote?
I think they might be tonight. I think everyone's rooting for the older gentlemen that are playing. 0-1 pitch to.
I don't know if you can really call it the older, still like we're going back to.
The older gentlemen.
Older.
They are older, that's a fact.
A little bit.
That one's fouled back off the umpire's mask. Seifert's battling in there. Lovelace up to 15 pitches on the night. Quick first inning for him. After Segovia, who's on deck now, will be Eric Swain. Had the last out of the inning, throwing out Josh Cassidy, stealing second. He had a laser, didn't he?
Daly's throw down was phenomenal.
They still got it. Here's the 0-2.
You talk about the ex-Northwest guy and Swain. There's quite a few on this Alumni roster, going with the 5 already on the current roster. So quite a few Northwest players on this Mustangs current and past rosters.
Now a 2-2 count. Here's the question for you. Does this count in the win-loss column for the...
I don't think it would.
But will it count in the stats?
I wouldn't think so.
Out swinging anyway for out number 2.
Lovelace might want it to be.
Yeah. And now we'll see Segovia. See if Segovia can get something going. This is one guy that is not removed from baseball at all. MU Tigers starting second baseman in the 9-hole for them all season. Great glove at count, and this is definitely someone Lovelace probably is thinking about as being a big threat, especially toward the bottom of this order. Chopper down the third base line. It is just foul.
Segovia. Chucky, we're talking before we went on the air. We're comparing teams, and this Alumni team has a little bit of power to their bats, and it could be an interesting contest because the current Mustangs team hasn't hit a home run in the ballpark yet, but they've had some good contact. They're a good contact team, but now this Alumni team maybe has a little bit more power.
Here's the 1-1. That's a breaking ball upstairs for ball 2. Who you got? Who's going to win it? Who are you going to? I'm going to tell whoever you pick. I will make sure they know that, or the opposite.
You're going to tell. You're going to tell the opposite team.
Strike 2. 2-2 count to Segovia. 2 outs now. See if he can put one in play. Who you got? This one hit into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Segovia takes a hard round, bobbled in right. Runner in scoring position for the Alums.
Yeah, first Segovia took that wide break around first, and I didn't know if he'd actually go for 2. Then it was bobbled. The University of Missouri boy making the smart decision, going to second.
Segovia knows quite a few of the guys on this team. Everyone that played last year, Segovia knows. He was in Mustang one, having played with a good percentage of these guys. See if Eric Swain can get something going.
There's 4 guys on this Alumni team that played last year for the Mustangs. Brandon Simmons, Jeremy Monty, Carson Smith, and we say older guys. They're maybe a year older.
That one's a curveball on the outside part. 0-2 count now. I was wrong. Segovia didn't play. He hadn't played. Huh. Thought he played last year. 0-2 count. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. Lovelace putting together a nice little outing. 2 innings so far. 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. We'll see if they can get something going in the top of the third or the bottom of the second. Back here at Phil Welch Stadium, the bottom of the second inning, Chucky Kempf, Chris Roush with you for the call tonight. And leading off for the Mustangs, Lucas Powers, the second baseman. We'll see if Powers can get things going, as he was at the plate last inning, but TJ Daly threw Josh Cassidy out at second to end things, so Powers will get another try here. And Kyle Jackson on the hill. That pitch is a bit high. It's actually, Kyle Jackson is already out of the game, and Brandon Simmons is throwing for the Mustangs. Simmons played on the team last year, and Lucas Powers hits this one well into left field. The left fielder, Noble, in to catch it for out number 1. Simmons, the head grounds, keep pitches, and 1 out for him to start things. Evan McDonald now stepping in, the third baseman for the night for the Mustangs. Missouri batting from the right side. That's up high for ball 1. People warming up in the bullpen. There's strike 1. They have another, I believe it's Adam Maddox out warming up already right now, as they're probably looking to move their pitchers around pretty quickly. That fastball's in the dirt. Now a 2-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Good crowd out here at Phil Welch tonight for a very nice evening. The overcast skies of earlier today have cleared, and the sun is shining, and it's a cool night, though, not that humid. Surprising for Northwest Missouri, but we'll take it as that ball is in there for strike 2. 2-2 out for Jackson, and we'll see if he can sit down. Another Mustang hitter, Kyle Jackson, had 1 strikeout. Simmons, is now pitching. That's a Segovia, and Segovia gets the out at first base. Assuming the alums are going to move him around pretty quickly, it's now Brandon Simmons on the hill for the alums. He'll face Kyle Richards, the left fielder, next. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second for Simmons. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. There's ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Just a bit outside for ball 3, and then we'll see if he's swinging away. Big gap in left center field right now as the center fielder walk for Simmons. First with Figueroa. Figueroa is hit the Mustangs. In the third innings pitch, he's thrown in 2 7-inning games. That's why his innings are down. 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a .96 ERA. Field. He's hitting .273 with 2 RBIs and 3 stolen bases as he takes strike 1. There goes the runner at first. The throw. Segovia puts the tag on, and he's safe at second base. Stolen base there for Kyle Richards as Segovia thought he had him, but just in time. And now 1-1 count with a runner in scoring position. Richards, but a lot of these alums, they've still got the arms that they had when they were playing. Here's the 1-1. This is a grounder toward Coy softly. Simmons covering, and that's out number 3. The Alums strand another. Still 0-0 heading to the third. TJ Daly, the catcher, leading things off for the Alums here in the top of the third inning, and they have held their own quite well in this one, obviously, and they have actually the only 2 hits of the game have been to the Alums. We'll see if they can keep it up, and TJ Daly hitting from the left side, the right-handed catcher. Good throw earlier to end the first inning and save a run for the Mustangs, or the Alums. And we'll see if he can start things off. It'll be Daly, then Noble, the left fielder, and we're back to the top of the order with Slemp. Jamie Lovelace, 2 innings pitched so far, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Here's the first one, and this one's hit softly up the middle, fielded by Johnson, the throw to first, and Daly is out at first base. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Lovelace, and keeping the pitch count low here in this one. Now batting Greg Noble, the left fielder. Right-hander Lovelace against the left-hander Noble. First pitch fastball for strike 1. Lovelace, 28 pitches to this point in the game. 0-1 is in the dirt for ball 1. Now a 1-1 count with 1 out. On deck, Houston Slemp. Then we'll see Ryan Hook and Johnny Coy. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a fastball hit down the third base line. Good play by McDonald. Long throw and out at first base. A good play at third from Evan McDonald there down the line. And a quick 2 outs for Jamie Lovelace. And now we'll see the center fielder Houston Slemp. Slemp 1 for 1 with a hit up the middle that went off Matt Johnson's glove. 2 outs. We'll see if he can get a little rally going. Ryan Hook on deck. Johnny Coy in the hole. Here's the first pitch to Slemp. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Slemp really leaning on the fastball early in this one. Another fastball is fouled high down the left field line. And working ahead in the count as well, as the Alums have not shown much patience. While might be the problem there. Here's a fastball fouled out of play on the left as well. And we'll retry at 0-2. Slimp can't do it. They'll be in a good spot to make some noise next inning with the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. Here's the 0-2. Curveball, grounded right side and foul. The MLB draft is underway this week, of course, and we are expecting that we will lose a few of our Mustangs players. One of those to mention would be Brett Ash, the closer, who has 5 saves in this first week of baseball. Here's a soft grounder from Slimp down the right side. No one covering first, and he is safe at first base. Little miscommunication there from the right side of the infield, and Slimp's on with not exactly how he had imagined it, but he'll take it. And here's Ryan Hook up to bat. And we'll see if Ryan Hook can get something going. Hook with Slimp on first. Not much of a lead over there. The first pitch is fouled straight back. An 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Lovelace goes over to first and Slimp's back safely. That ball's in there for ball 1. Lovelace in his first appearance for the Mustangs. 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. He had earned a save previously, but through 5 1/3 innings, he's accumulated a 6.75 ERA. First 3 innings. And here's the 2-1 in the dirt for ball 3. Now a 3-1 count. Standing on deck. 6'8", 228 pounds as a junior in college, and looks just about the same as he did. So now first and second for Johnny Coy, and we'll see if he can make some noise here for this Mustangs crowd. On deck after Coy will be Chafin. Lovelace would love to get his first base coach out here to end the inning. Here's the first pitch, down low for ball 1. One 0 count, 2 outs here for Lovelace and the Mustangs. Runner goes from second, the throw to third, and he is safe as the ball pops out. That was a hard slide there from Houston Slimp. And McDonald can't hang on at third, so now first and third for Johnny Coy. Not sure I 100% agree with that one. Got your best hitter at the plate and almost make the last out at third. 1-1 count to Coy. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball is fouled straight back. Coy swinging for the fences here as he fell out of the batter's box. Now 1-2 count. Ryan Hook still on first. He didn't go with Slimp on the steal attempt. And here's the 1-2 to Coy. Hook goes. Coy, a high fly ball on the infield, and Evan McDonald calls him off from third base and makes the final out. So 2 more runners stranded for the Alums, and the Mustangs and their elders are still tied heading to the bottom of the third. Another new pitcher for the Mustangs alums heading into the bottom of the third inning. This time it'll be Adam Maddox. Maddox played for the Mustangs in 2010 and 2011. And I would expect to get a new pitcher every inning at this rate because Brandon Simmons quickly worked through that second inning, and they weren't going to leave him in. I don't think they'd leave anyone in, but it's a good way to go about it. The Mustangs fans get to see all of the former players. Maddox, there's a strike for the first one. Now one hit in the right center field. Ryan Hook coming in and can't quite get there as he scoops that up. A long run for the right fielder there. And joking with him before the game, he mentioned he's only got about, on the offensive side, he said he's only got about half the outfield power now instead of the to-the-wall and over-the-wall power he used to have. But a base hit to lead things off for Matt Johnson. Now back to the top of the order with Andrew Standifer, and Standifer swings and misses over a Maddox fastball. Wild throw there from the catcher Daly. Might have a new catcher in there actually. Try and find that one out as soon as I can. Here's a fastball outside and still can't quite tell. Standing for a 1-1 count, no outs. Johnson on first. Good to see Johnson get on the board with a hit. Swing and a miss from Standifer. Ball bounces back, and the new catcher is Creed Kurtz indeed, and he lets Johnson go to second there as he couldn't get a hold of it. Kurtz played for the Mustangs in 2010. That was his lone season, but back to playing this one. Standifer swing and a miss. And he, once again, the walk of shame back to the dugout. Andrew Standifer 0 for 1 on the night as he reached on an error in the first inning. Now it's Abernathy. Runner in scoring position at second. That's Johnson. 1 out here. Here's the first pitch from Maddox in the dirt, blocked up by the catcher, Creed Kurtz. It's fun to see the parents and relatives of the older players as that one gets by Kurtz in the dirt, and that'll move Johnson to third. Fun to see their relatives and family and friends. Everybody's got their phones out, taking pictures of them out on the field. So Kurtz just came in, and the front row down there on the third base side, you can see some of his relatives taking pictures of him behind the plate. Maddox, a little wild here to start this one. 5 strikes, 3 balls, but they've been wild. Abernathy in the center. The center fielder, Slimp, couldn't see it, and that'll bring in a run. That's Johnson crossing the plate, an RBI for Ryan Abernathy. Maddox laughing on the hill there. Now here's Brady Anderson, the catcher for the 2014 Mustangs. One of the catchers on this team. Anderson from the left side of the plate, and Maddox a right-hander. Here's the first pitch. Abernathy stays. That one can't catch the inside part of the plate. On deck, Josh Cassidy. After him, Lucas Powers for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-0. Abernathy stays. Right back to Maddox. Fields. The throw to second. Got Abernathy at second. Throw to first. Not in time, but a good play there by Maddox to go back to the shortstop Swain for the second out of the inning. Gets the lead runner and eliminates the fastest guy on the team, Ryan Abernathy. And Anderson now on first with 2 outs. Here's the first baseman, Josh Cassidy, in there. Righty-on-righty matchup for Maddox. All these Mustang alum pitchers, regardless Jackson walked a few, but everyone really looks like they still got their stuff and they've still got their command for the most part. As I say that, Maddox throws one in the dirt for ball one. 1-0 count, 2 outs. There goes Anderson. And the catcher, Kurtz, will eat it. Anderson has a stolen base, a 2-0 count now, 2 outs, and a hitter's count for Cassidy with a runner in scoring position. The 2-0 fastball in the dirt and blocked up by Kurtz. Kurtz, a word with Maddox there, probably asking him to keep him out of the dirt so he doesn't have to keep blocking him up. But he's doing a fine job behind the plate. One ball got by him, and it ended up not mattering. 3-0 count, fastball, grounded left side, and the shortstop's Swain stops it, but has no chance in a throw, so he eats it. But that saved a run right there, as Anderson probably would have scored had that got into left field. A lot of credit to Swain there. Now 2 outs in the inning. Here in the bottom of the third, Mustangs have already scored 1 run and taken a 1-run lead on the Alums. We'll see if Maddox can get out of it. First and third here with Cassidy on first and Anderson on third. Luke Powers stepping in. Righty on righty matchup yet again. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, strike one. A good pitch there from Maddox. Maddox not as much velocity as Jackson and Simmons has, but he's got good movement on his fastball. Here's the 0-1. That one gets Powers in the shoulder. Didn't look like it felt too good as Maddox loads the bases. Now Evan McDonald steps in, the third baseman, looking to drive a few runs in and pad this lead. McDonald 0 for 1 on the night. First pitch to him in the dirt for ball one. Maddox definitely doesn't want to walk one in. He'd like to at least make McDonald and the new crew of Mustangs work for it. That one's in there. That grounded to Segovia at second. The sure glove of Segovia over to Coy at first. And they strand 3 on the base paths. As the Alums do allow 1 run. The Mustangs take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. But we'll see if they can get them back coming up in the fourth. Jamie Lovelace looking to keep his solid outing going here in the top of the fourth inning. He'll see Brock Chafin. He'll see Brent Seifert and Shane Segovia. There's a fastball for strike one, and that is one of the big keys to getting these alums out. Another fastball, broken bat to the first baseman, Cassidy. He steps on first for out number one, and that was indeed a broken bat, I believe. Not square in half, but I think a piece chipped off. And now Brent Seifert, the third baseman, 0 for 1 on the night. Steps in with one out. On deck is Shane Segovia. There's a breaking pitch in the dirt for ball one. A good eye there for Seifert. There's a fastball popped to the shortstop Johnson, under it for out number two, and two quick ones yet again for Jamie Lovelace and the 2014 crew. Two outs now here in the top of the fourth, and here comes Shane Segovia, the second baseman for tonight's game. A little surprised they didn't throw Segovia in there a little bit closer to the top. He is in the 6 hole. One thing that is definitely apparent about these former Mustangs is they want to lift the ball. They want to try and hit the long ball tonight, and we've seen a lot of pop-ups as a result. And one of those is Johnny Coy, and I think everyone is with him, though. They're probably saying, keep trying to lift it. We want to see one get out of this place. Now an 0-1 count to Segovia. That's up high for ball one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball hit high and foul, out of play down the right side. A 1-2 count now. Here's the 1-2. Fastball. Segovia bloops one into left center, and the left fielder, Richards, comes in, makes it for the third out. The alums back onto the field, see if they can hold them again. A 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. The new pitcher for the alums is Royce Duncan. Duncan played on the 2011 Mustangs. A lot of guys from 2011 here to play tonight. Really a lot of games from guys from all the years, so it's good to see him come back to play, and I think everyone is enjoying it, players, coaches, and fans. Here's the first pitch from Duncan, and swinging foul ball there from Kyle Richards, the left fielder. 7, 8, 9, Richards, Figueroa, and Johnson to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch, and that one is just a little low for ball one. It's really the main thing for the former Mustang pitchers is the strike zone has been a little bit elusive of them, and they haven't been missing big time, but just far enough here and there. A 2-1 count now. Big pitch here for Duncan. Fastball swinging and fouled back. So now even at 2. Big chance here for Duncan to get this first out. Here's the pitch. Hit to Segovia at second, and bare hands it off a short hop over to Coy for out number 1. A great play there by Shane Segovia at second. That was a very awkward bounce it took, and Segovia didn't need the glove, grabbed it with a bare hand. That was a line shot. I got to think that stung just a little bit. And that's out number 1, helping out his pitcher. Duncan probably very thankful there. Now he'll see Figueroa. That's in there for ball 1, just a little bit downstairs. Here's the 1-0. Fastball driven to the third baseman Seifert. The throw to Coy at first is in time for out number 2. 2 quick ones here for Royce Duncan, and Duncan still some good velocity on the fastball. He's working quickly. Here's Matthew Johnson, a hit in his last time up. There's ball 1. And that ball is also just a little low for ball 2. We'll see if the Mustangs hitters, starting with Johnson, begin to be a little more patient with Duncan. 2-0 pitch now. Fastball, and he swings and fouls it back for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Now a 3-1 count. Still 2 outs, though, here as Duncan sat the first 2 batters down quickly. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball grounded to the left side. Seifert picks it up, throws Decoy at first, and there is out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Royce Duncan and the alums. 1-0. See if they can tie it up in the 5th. Eric Swain to lead things off here for the Alumni in the top of the 5th inning. And they drive into right center field, way back there. Abernathy can't track it down, close to the warning track, and a stand-up double for Swain to start the top of the 5th. Just the start they needed here, as now we'll see Creed Kurtz step in. That was a charge into that one by Eric Swain. We'll see if Kurtz can do the same. Runner on second, no outs, top of the 5th. Mustangs lead 1-0. That fastball is in there for strike one. Still Lovelace in the game, and he's still rolling right now. See if he can get out of this little bit of a pickle he's put in the after the first batter of this inning. A 1-1 count now to Kurtz. Kurtz still very much pop in his bat. A lot of pop in his bat still. His batting practice, a lot of these guys still have it. There's a strike to him. Didn't agree with it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And lets that one go for ball 2. That'll even the count at 2-2. Kurt steps back in. Lovelace gets the sign. A big lead at second for Swain. No one holding. Fastball hit in the right center field. Abernathy dives. Can't make the grab. Swain to third. A great attempt from Abernathy. But now first and third, 2 base hits to start the top of the 5th inning for the Alums. And Abernathy there, really a tough catch if he would have been able to make it. And I really don't think he even could reach it. He made a great attempt at it and probably an inch or two closer, and he would have made that play. As we know the kind of range and the kind of ability he has in that glove in center field. First pitch there to Greg Noble is in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Noble the 9-hole as they throw it over and check on Kurtz. Noble's in the 9-hole. Then we'll have Houston Slemp, then Ryan Hook and Johnny Coy. 1-0 pitch is blooped to the third base side. McDonald makes the grab for out number 1 as the runner Swain back just in time. And now a chance for a double play, and in an inning double play if Houston Slemp can't continue his little hot streak he's got going. He's 2 for 2 on the night coming into this third at bat here. If you're just joining us, we are in the top of the 5th inning. The Mustangs taking on the Alumni, former Mustangs players from all the years the Mustangs have been here in St. Joe. Right now it's Houston Slemp, the center fielder, a hit into left field. The runner Swain will tag. The throw home from Richards on time, and he is out at home. A big chance there for the Alums, and it is squandered by a Kyle Richards throw home. A good tag by the catcher Brady Anderson. And so coming up in the next inning for them, it'll be Hook, Coy, and Chafin. They're going to have to play defense, and we'll see if the Mustangs can tack on some more in the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for the Alums is Johnny McCann. John McCann played in 2011, attended Central High School here in St. Joseph, so another St. Joe native. Fastball here, popped high in the left field by Standifer, and that's caught in left field there by the new left fielder, Emilio Villanueva. Villanueva played 2 years for the Mustangs in 11 and 12. Now batting for the Mustangs is Ryan Abernathy, the center fielder. Almost made a spectacular catch in center field in the previous inning. 1-1 count here from McCann to Abernathy. Fastball just a little bit low. Another substitution for the Mustangs is Jake Kretzer also came into the game, a former Benton Cardinal. Also, Brock Chafin moved over to first base. Or moved out to first base. Here's a base hit in the left field from Abernathy between the third and shortstop. That's a one-out single for the Mustangs, and now we'll see Brady Anderson, see if he can bring him around. Mustangs scored one in the third, held scoreless in the fourth, and looking to get another on the board here in the fifth. Pretty quick game so far, really. Might not be too quick, just a fun night here at Phil Welch. Everyone's enjoying it, and I think it's fun to see the old guys come back. Not old guys, but the former Mustangs come back and play. Everyone's excited to see them. Anderson fouls that back for strike one. Abernathy was running, but he'll head back to first base. The 0-1 pitch from McCann. Abernathy goes. Catcher didn't see it coming, so he throws late. Probably would have had him had he thrown it on time. The new catcher's Landon Eckhart. Eckhart hearing it from the dugout there as he a little late to throw. Now McCann, a 1-1 count. Abernathy on second. Curveball just misses on the outside part of the plate. Now the 2-1. Fastball hit it Segovia at second. Scoops it up. Throws to first. And that is out number 2 for the Alums. Segovia is just a wall over there at second base. Few good plays on the night. Catches that, another short hop, and now we'll see if McCann can strand Abernathy on third. And to do so, he'll have to go through Josh Cassidy, the first baseman. That's up high, off the catcher's glove, Eckhart, and the runner Abernathy will score. And that will be scored as a passed ball for Eckhart. Just a little high and right off his glove. So one run comes across. Now a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. A 1-0 count now from McCann. Righty on righty matchup here with Cassidy at the plate. Grounds this one to the shortstop. Swain throws to first, and he is out at first base for out number 3. One more comes across, and now a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. New pitcher for the Mustangs is Redmond Floyd. And he will have to go through the 2, 3, 4 spots. Ryan Hook and Johnny Coy leading things off. First pitch from Floyd to Hook is grounded up the middle and into center field for a base hit for Ryan Hook. That's his first of the night, and that leads off the top of the 6th with a runner on first. Redmond Floyd from Arkansas Pine Bluff was a senior this year. 6.05 ERA. 2 wins, no losses, however. 20 appearances for them, and he played for the Mustangs last season with just a 3.44 ERA. This is his first appearance of the year. Now Johnny Coy stepping in. We'll see if he can get a hold of one. Coy's flied out both of his first 2 times. Fastball inside, 4-1. Here's the 1-0 to Coy. Another fastball, and Coy destroys this one into left field. Back to the wall, and it is gone. Johnny Coy bringing back some old memories of when he used to wear the Mustang red, and a home run will tie the ball game for the Alums as Redmond Floyd lets one go over the left field wall. And Johnny Coy brings some Mustangs fans to their feet, as that's exactly what they wanted to see. And our other intern, Kelly Ship, told me there's no way he's hitting that ball out of the park tonight. I told him it was going to happen. Right, Kelly?
I totally allowed him to hit that. You know, Chucky came in and was like, he's not going to do it. So, in a way, I have to take credit for that, that home run. But, yeah, you're doing a good job, Chucky.
Now from Floyd, it's Brock Chafin at the dish. And a big one from Johnny Coy there, and it was definitely meant to be, as all the Mustangs, I would guess there's quite a few Mustangs fans here that probably came to see Coy and a few of the other alums, as well as remember watching Johnny Coy just a few years ago in the Mustang red, and we saw plenty of those fly over the fence for him. But a tie ball game. 2-2 here for the Mustangs and former Mustangs, and this one could get interesting, as both of these teams definitely want to take the game tonight. I don't know who it's bragging rights more for. Is it bragging rights for the former guys? They can say they still got it and they don't even play anymore, or some of them are playing, excuse me, but or is it more bragging rights for the young guys? Chafin walks there, so now a runner on first, no outs. Here is one of the guys that came in on defense last inning, Drew Garwood. Garwood played in 2009 and 2010, and there's a slider from Floyd across the middle of the plate for strike one. Back to that Coy home run, that thing was really couldn't tell if it was going to leave or not because he hit it so high, but it just kept going. Probably hit it about 335 or so, right about 30 feet to the right of the left field foul pole. Tonight we'll have a player of the game from each team when this one concludes. I think Johnny Coy is making an early candidate for the Alums. That one's fouled back and out of play from Garwood. Now he's looking at a 2-2 count. Runner on first is the DH Chafin. On deck will be Segovia. The 2-2, grounded to the right side. Powers, fields, turns, throws to Johnson at second. The throw to first is in time, a double play. And now 2 outs, and here comes, looks like maybe Houston Slimp out to argue that. He's not happy about it, and see if we can get some fireworks here. Maybe an ejection. Only smiles on his face, though. Slimp will head back to his third base coaching box as he started the game in center field. Got himself 2 hits on the night. Now here's Shane Segovia. First pitch to Segovia is a fastball and a big-time swing and a miss from him. Here's the 0-1. Curveball right up the middle, and it is fielded by Johnson. Throw to first. Segovia is out at first. And a close play there, and I've got to give that to Segovia. I think he made it in time. And Houston Slimp will come out to argue yet again. And it's not going to matter, though. The Mustangs out of the inning. 2 runs come across on a Johnny Coy blast to left field, and now a 2-2 tie. Mustangs coming up. Dominic Marchesi is pitching now for the Alums. Marchesi played for the 2009-2010 St. Joe Mustangs, a left-hander, the first left-hander of the game for either side. He'll lead off with Luke Powers and Evan McDonald, followed by Kyle Richards, and we'll see if they can get this lead back as the Alums hanging tight in this one, and it's a very interesting game, one of the more fun games we've had here. We'll see which Mustang squad wins it. First pitch from Marchesi is a ball outside. The 1-0. Swing and a miss from Powers, and that was a fastball that had some late movement on it, kind of tailed a two-seamer, and it was really moving. That might have been a changeup, actually, as here's the 1-1. Curveball is in there for strike 2. Command a little bit. The one thing they have is some nasty breaking pitches. Curveball hangs up there. Powers hits it to the shortstop. Swain throws to first, and runner is out at first. And excuse me, that's not Swain. That's because it is Swain still at shortstop for out number 1. Middle of the infield still looks the same for the Alums. Segovia at second, Swain at short. Ryan Hook remains in right field. And here's the pitch from Marchesi. That one is in there for strike 1 to Evan McDonald. Here's the 0-1 now. That's up high for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 out, 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the 6th. McDonald to Segovia at second. Fields throws to first. He's out at first base, and that's a quick 1-2 for Dominic Marchesi of the 09-2010 squads. Now it'll be Kyle Richards, see if he can get a 2-out rally going here. Richards, Figueroa, and Matthew Johnson, the shortstop, are the next 3 due up. Good crowd here at Phil Welch tonight. Still a beautiful night as the sun is setting. It's almost down. Lights tonight. 0-1 count to Kyle Richards. Marchesi and a few of these Mustangs pitchers have worked very quickly through the 2014 club, and there's a ball inside for ball 1. Marchesi gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss on the changeup on the inside part of the plate. Richards way out front. Still catching for the alums, Landon Eckhart. Here's the 1-2. That one's up high out of the zone for ball 2. Now a 2-2 count. Still 2 outs. 7 total hits for the alums. 4 for the Mustangs. 2-2 curveball. Can't quite get the outside corner. Now a full count. Grounder down the right or left side. The throw, long throw to first. Got Richards just in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Dominic Marchesi. A good one at that. We're heading to the top of the 7th. All knotted up at 2s. The alums and the 2014 Mustangs. Reed Morton in to pitch for the 2014 squad. Morton, right-hander. Actually listed on the position players. We've seen a few of those, though. Figueroa, a pitcher. He's playing right field tonight. He also played right field a few other games. Now here's 43, Eric Swain, 2013 squad, just last year, graduated from Northwest Missouri State. And we'll see if he can get things started, and this would be big. After Swain, it'll be Landon Eckhart. Little mound visit from Anderson, talking to his new pitcher. We'll see if Morton can make short work of him here, turn this around. Righty on righty to start things. Swain from the right side. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in the dirt, ball one. I think the nerves have got to be kind of flowing through this younger squad. I'm not sure. I'd guess they don't want to drop this game, though. They really nothing to be ashamed of if they do. A great team that this alumni squad has put together. Here's the 1-0, fouled straight back. Landon Eckhart waiting on deck. Here's the 1-1 from Morton. Fastball outside, that's ball two. 2-1 count now, and the Alums went 5 innings without plating a run. They were hitting the ball well, but couldn't get anything across. There's ball three, 3-1 count now. On the other side of that, the 2014 squad got one in the third. They got one in the fifth. Could not get one last inning. Here's a fastball fouled back, and now the count is full. Everybody's had base runners on a lot, although we've had just a couple innings that were 1, 2, 3. Most of the time, though, they're getting out of jams one way or the other. 3-2 pitch. Popped high down the right side. In comes Figueroa. Powers out there. Good job by the second baseman, Powers. Cover ball in the infield. Makes the grab for out number one. Now here's Landon Eckhart. After Eckhart, it'll be Emilio Villanueva. Morton, first batter up, first batter down. We'll see what Eckhart can do as he takes ball one. Now here's the 1-0. Strike one in there on the outside part of the plate. Eckhart takes it. Probably couldn't have done much with that one anyways. A wise take there. 1-1 pitch with one out. Fastball low for ball two. They're making Morton work here in the top of the seventh. Did get the first out, but it was a longer at bat. Here's the 2-1 pitch, low in the dirt, and Anderson just gets by him under his legs. So a 3-1 count for Morton. First batter, though, Swain, had him down 3-1, worked it to a full count, and then got the fly out to right field. We'll see if he can do the same with Eckhart, and there's a fastball in there. He works it to full again, see if he can get another one. Eckhart steps in. Morton takes the sign from the stretch. Here's the 3-2. Curveball, strike three, got him looking. Eckhart knew it the whole way. And he'll head to the bench as now we'll see him for the Mustangs in 2011-2012. He'll be batting from the left side. Righty on lefty matchup for Morton from the stretch yet again. The first pitch is 3 feet in front of home plate. Jumps up, gets Anderson in the chest. He gets it back to Morton, and we'll go from the 1-0. Pitch. That one's in the dirt as well, and the release point right now for Morton just a bit off as he laughs it off. Seen a few more smiles tonight from both sides than normal, but I think they sloppy any means, and there's strike one. Now a 2-1 count. I think a few people. This has been a clean game. It's been fun to watch, and a great atmosphere and a great day for this game. A grounder foul down the right side will make it 2-2 now for Villanueva. Morton looking to go 1-2-3 in this one. See how many pitchers this Alumni team has left. They've went with a new pitcher every single inning to this point. Two-two pitch is just a bit outside, and another full count, third one of the inning. Count. Morton steps back on. We'll retry from the full count. Villanueva battling in there, and here's the 3-2 in the dirt and to the backstop. Villanueva will take first base with 2 outs. Monty subbed in recently. After him, it'll be Jake Kretzer, and Monty played for the team last season. Kretzer on deck is a St. Joe native, went to Benton High School, and he's got a big bat on his shoulders. We'll see if they can get a little rally started here. Definitely a possibility as head to try and settle down Morton here. Kyle Jackson, of course, started the game for the Mustangs. Out of there unscathed. And he handed it off to Brandon Simmons, who did the same in the second inning. So Jackson not able to go out and talk to the pitcher Morton like he normally would. So here is the first pitch. And that is in there for strike one. Monty also a left-handed batter. On first base, one. Here's the 1-1. Villanueva goes over the head of Anderson. And takes second. So now runner in scoring position for Jeremy Monty. Morton takes the sign. 2-1 count, hitter's count here for Monty. Big lead for Villanueva. Through the hole between second and short. They're going to send Villanueva home. No, he'll pull him up, and a wise choice there as Richards was ready to throw another runner out. Things fans are very familiar with. As I mentioned, a St. Joe native. Houston Slimp, and he's now in center field. Right after Kretzer is Ryan Hook, and know each other quite well from Benton High School, just a few years apart in class. And Hook with a base hit up the middle in his last at bat. He'll be followed by Johnny Coy, and you know what he did, a 2-run shot to tie the game, but we'll see what Kretzer can do. 2 outs, first and third. Villanueva on third, and Jeremy Monty on first after that base hit through the left side. First pitch to Kretzer. Inside, gets him on the elbow. He'll take first, and now the bases are juiced for Ryan Hook, the right fielder. 1 hit on the night. We'll see if he can do it again. A chance to take the lead, really open this one up. A base hit, probably scores 2 at least. Hook from the right side against the and it's a slow one. Flip to second to Powers for the out. Rounds out to Johnson. Johnson to Powers for the out, and now a 2-2 tie heading to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if the Mustangs can take the lead. New pitcher for the Alumni Mustangs squad. He'll have Figueroa coming up first. After Figueroa will be the shortstop Matthew Johnson. We'll see what they can do here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Big chance missed for the Alums in the top half. Ryan Hook grounds out to strand 3 runners on the base paths, and after Hook would have been Johnny Coy as Figueroa takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Barnett. This one grounded to the third baseman. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Third base Brock Chafin with a good play over there. Third base Drew Garwood with a good play over there. Throws to Chafin at first. And now Barnett will face Matthew Johnson. After Johnson will be Andrew Standifer in the top of this Mustangs order. First one fouled back and out of play into the parking lot. No 1 count, 1 out. Lefty on righty matchup as Barnett from the right side, or left side, excuse me, throws one outside for ball 1, a 1-1 count. Haven't had a hit for this Mustangs team for quite a few innings. They've only got 4, and there's a curveball in there for strike 2. That fastball's outside for ball 2. As I mentioned today, we'll have 2 players of the game. Page, St. Joe Mustangs. Fastball popped high in the air. This one down the first base line, and it is caught by Chafin for out number 2. Quick 1-2 there for Ethan Barnett. And Abernathy. You can see those players of the game on our Twitter page. We tweet them out after every game. We're going to have 1 from the alums, 1 from the current team. As of right now, it's probably Johnny Coy. We're not quite sure who we're going to give it to on the current team. Really, anything could change at this point, but Coy with the 2-run blast Now 0-1. Curveball in the dirt for ball one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Still 2 outs. Curveball, same spot, and that'll be ball two. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball up high for ball three, and now Barnett kind of in a hole here to Standifer. Got to be careful with this one. Hitters count. Here's the 3-1. Fastball, swing and a miss from Standifer. That one was right across the heart of the plate. Full count delivery. Curveball in the dirt. Standifer takes first. Now here's Ryan Abernathy. See if he can get another one tonight. He's got a few hits already. Standifer, a little speed on first. He's DH'd in quite a few games this year for the Mustangs. Abernathy, of course, our regular center fielder. Runner goes. The pitch is high. The throw is also high. Segovia saves it from going into center field, but the runner Standifer is there. Now a runner in scoring position, and you can tell this Mustangs team, the 2014 team that is really bearing down. Standifer got to second quickly, got his lead, and he's ready to go. They want to win this thing. It's a 1-0 count to Abernathy. That ball is in there for strike one on the inside part of the plate. I think both teams might be feeling the pressure right now. It's kind of an exciting game tonight, a very unique game, and I'm sure the pitchers for the Alum and the pitchers for the regular Mustangs are definitely feeling it every time runners are on. They do not want to be the reason this team takes the lead or the opponent takes the lead. A 2-1 count now, 2 outs. Standifer still on second base. A big-time lead out there as no one holds. Here's the pitch inside, blocked up by the catcher. Three-one count, 2 outs. Barnett with the deal. Runner Standifer steals third, and that's ball four. Now first and third, 2 outs here. Here comes the 3-hole Brady Anderson. Anderson, a big opportunity here with Standifer 90 feet away from home. The speedster Abernathy, who you would expect to try and take a base here. They're very aggressive. Even with 2 outs, they are very aggressive. Here's the 2-2, or excuse me, here's the first pitch to Anderson with 2 outs. Fastball over the head of Segovia into right field, a base hit, and in comes Standifer to take the lead. A good hit there for Teen Mustangs lead 3-2. Segovia has some hops at second there, but couldn't quite get it. And that went into right field to Ryan Hook. No chance of a throw. And now batting is Josh Cassidy. First baseman with yet another chance to drive in some runs. Abernathy on second. Abernathy talking with the shortstop Eric Swain, former teammate of his at Northwest Missouri State. And Abernathy's going. Cassidy grounds it foul down the third base line, and the runners will head back to their respective bases. Oh, 1 pitch. Ethan Barnett really throwing a good inning. Had some struggles here after those first 2 outs were made. This is all came with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and miss from Cassidy. The runners stay on that pitch, and now an 0-2 count for the first baseman. See if Barnett can battle his way out of this one and hold them to just the one run. And leading off the next inning, which would be the top of the eighth for the Alums, is Johnny Coy. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball popped high, foul down the right field line, and that'll get out of play. Oh, 2 count, 2 outs. We'll retry. Barnett back on the rubber from up next, Lucas Powers if they get there. McDonald pop down the right side. This one might be in play, and it is out of play, in fact, and just misses a few fans there on the pavement on the right side. We'll try it again. At first and second. Base hit scores Abernathy, and a gapper. High and over the head of the catcher. The runners will advance. As it appears, it's tough to see the number, but it appears catcher, I think it's either Daly or Kurtz again. I'm not 100% sure on that. And Cassidy will try again. One base hit play. How much of a competitive game this really has been tonight. A lot of long at-bats, a lot of great plays on the defensive side, and when they've scored the runs, it's pitch, curveball, driven into left center field. That's down and will score 2. A 2-out single, 2 RBI single for Josh Cassidy, and the 2014 squad leads 5-2 in this one. So Barnett, what really started as a promising inning, sat down the first 2 batters, and then a big-time 2-out rally to score 3 runs. First pitch for Barnett to Powers. The throw to first is not in time. And it'll be a 1-0 count now. Here's the 1-0. Fastball in there for strike 1. Now a 1-1 count. This one, a swinging bunt for Powers, fielded by Barnett. Throw to first, and the 2014 Mustangs, a 5-2 lead over the Alums. Johnny Coy coming up next. Back here in the top of the 8th inning, leading off, Johnny Coy, last time up, a 2-run shot to left field. That won't happen this time, at least the 2-run part. We could see a solo shot from the big man in the 3-hole tonight. But we'll see what he can do. After him, it'll be Drew Garwood. Or excuse me, after him, it'll be Brock Chafin, then Drew Garwood. And Coy steps in. First pitch is a slider in there for strike one. Still Reed Morton on the hill. Morton struggled a little bit, but stranded 3 runners on the base paths, and you see how crucial those were. As now a 3-run lead. That one almost gets Coy in the midsection, but he gets out of the way. A 1-1 count to Coy. Fastball up high, 4-2. Two-one pitch now in the dirt, makes it 3-1, and this was the count that Coy hit it off of in the, which would have been the 5th inning when he hit his home run, or excuse me, the 6th inning when he hit his home run, and he hit it on a 3-1 count. Here it is. And as he falls out of the batter's box. The full count pitch. Coy drives it into left field. A base hit for the big man. And he is now 2 for 4 on the night. Johnny Coy leads him off with a single here in the top of the 8th. Now it'll be Brock Chafin stepping in, the DH who moved over to first in place of Coy, and Coy switched him spots in the dugout. After Chafin, it'll be Drew Garwood, who's on deck now. Rally's over there coaching first base for the Alums. On third, still the previous center fielder, Houston Slimp, as there's strike one to Chafin. Morton checks first. Coy, pretty big lead. He's going to stay, and Chafin fouls this one straight back. After this half inning, I'll leave you with just the video as I'm going to head down to prepare. Now I think we've got Brady Anderson and Johnny Coy for tonight. We'll see if the Alums can make a charge, though, as they got their lead runner on. 1-2 count to Chafin. The throw to first. Coy dives. They're going to take a risk and send Johnny on him, though. Here's the pitch. Chafin, another broken bat. He pops it out of play down the left side, and that one goes all the way to Johnny Coy running to second. It was Chafin who broke the bat earlier. Could be wrong, but he's got a new one. We'll see what he can do. We'll redo. Still a gorgeous night here at Phil Welch. A clear night, and the lights are on here at Phil Welch Stadium in St. Joseph. And even things up. Johnson flips to Powers. Powers turns, throws. He's out at first base. A double play. The alums can't believe it. They've had 3 close calls go the opposite direction tonight. The hill, Reed Morton trying to go 1-2-3 here in this inning now. Drew Garwood steps in. Righty on righty matchup here for Garwood. Morton ready to throw the first pitch. Fastball low for ball 1. And we thought we saw but it appears we're going to get one more appearance out of him. We'll see if they throw him in the 9th. That would mean this is the last inning for Morton. Ash expected to be drafted. There's a slider low for ball 2. We'll see if we get one more look at him. Two-one count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. Good movement from Morton, moving from right to left on that breaking ball. The 2-2 just a bit inside, and that'll two outs. The alums trail 5-2. Here's the pitch. This one hit well into right field. Back is Figueroa, and he makes the grab for out number 3. As I mentioned, I'll leave you with just the video, but as of leads 5-2 over the alums, we're heading to the bottom of the 8th.